Hi guys, Dr. Mary from the Remedy Room, an innovative clinic in New Orleans and Metairie, Louisiana. And today I want to talk about keto as a metabolic therapy, as a prescription. So we're coming up on the new year and a lot of you are going to be considering a new diet. And what I'd like to tell you is that this doesn't have to be a diet. This could be a lifestyle. And I'm sure you've seen plenty of new videos and things out there about keto. You may even have friends who have tried it. And the future is bright for those doctors and those of us who are starting to keep up to date with the studies that show that if we treat ketogenic diet or the ketogenic metabolic therapy as a prescription, there's a lot of things that we can help. So it's been around for a long time. Obviously, fasting has been around for thousands of years, but the ketogenic diet has been around at least since the 1920s, where we knew that it had a major impact on seizures. And so it's progressed now to where we can have a major impact on cancer, certainly obesity, type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, traumatic brain injury, ALS, and depression. They're treating many patients with anything going on with the brain. So yes, I know that a lot of people are going to try the ketogenic diet for weight loss, which is the cherry on top. But I want to encourage you to read about keto as a therapy. And so nutritional ketosis means that you have 0.5 or higher on the ketone meter, which we recommend using a Keto Mojo, but you want to have 0.5 or higher ketones. We try to keep those levels under 5. If you're over 5, it tells us you probably need some more fluids and you could be a little dehydrated. But it's possible. The other thing I want you to understand is that keto helps, we're not able to use fat for fuel specifically. The fat is broken down into something called ketones. These ketone bodies are like rocket fuel for your brain and actually for all of your organs. So think of it like sugar and glucose as a diesel car that creates a lot of dirty black smoke and runoff and damage and inflammation to the cell, especially because when we have a lot of glucose or sugar, which is what carbohydrates break down into, that's actually what increases insulin, and insulin we know is the most inflaming hormone and atherogenic, which means it causes a lot of plaque development in the vessel. So we use the fat for fuel, and it's a cleaner fuel. Think of ketones as like solar or like an electric car that has no runoff and has really a great reduction in inflammation. So this sign over here has to do with the ratio in a classic ketogenic diet that's used for metabolic therapy. We usually have these patients in a 3 or 4 to 1 to prevent seizures. But there are plenty who still benefit in a 2 to 1 or a 1 to 1. So what do I mean by this? 4 to 1 or 3 or 2 to 1 is how many grams of fat to the total grams of carbs plus protein. And I know this is a busy board, but I made this video today because I was talking to a patient and he was unaware that having too many grams of protein can also knock you out of ketosis and turn into, can raise insulin levels and raise blood sugar levels. So when we make fat the focus, remember fat makes us full, fat is satiating, it makes food taste great, and although we've told you for 40 years to stay away from it, we know that nature never gets it wrong. And so the fats that we promote would be MCT oil, which comes from coconut oil, ghee, which comes from butter. If you don't have a problem with dairy, you can use butter as well, olive oil, avocado oil, and then certainly the fats that come from organic grass-fed animals. So back to the old ways of things, getting away from Crisco, getting away from vegetable oils and all of those hydrogenated oils that the body does not know what to do with. So I love keto because it's not a fad, it's a prescription, and the sooner we wake everybody up to that, the less disease we will have. It gives you the freedom to be able to enjoy a lot of, hopefully I'm still alive. It ends up being mostly vegetables and proteins. Keto can be gluten-free, casein-free. It can be changed to suit whatever your needs are. But I cannot say enough good things about the benefits that we get And we do prescribe a ketogenic nutritional lifestyle. So it's not going away. The sooner you learn about it, it'll be like you can't avoid learning about cell phones and computers. You're not going to be able to avoid learning about the benefits of a ketogenic or a very low-carb, high-fat lifestyle. Dr. Mary from the Remedy Room. You can email us at info@theremedyroom.com if you have any questions. Have a great night.